Good morning, student friends. In the first lecture of this chapter, we have seen the sandblasting. Now, sandblasting has some of the disadvantages, and these disadvantages are removed or they are suppressed by using this hydroblasting technique. This is also one of the method for cleaning the surface of casting. And this method falls under a category of mechanical methods to clean the surface of casting. Now we will see this hydroblasting. This air sand blasting had the disadvantage of creating a dry silica dust problem and thus an increased danger to the operator. In the last video also we have seen if sand particles are striking to the surface of casting, they are broken down. After breaking, the dust is created, and due to inhalation, that dust enters into operator's respiratory system and it may cause the lungs cancer. Again, this dust is also affecting on the eyesight or vision of the operator. That's why it has increased the danger to the operator. This hydroblasting removes this difficulty because instead of an air jet, water stream carries the sand and the silica dust is suppressed or minimized. As sand is inserted into the jet of water, that's why dry silica dust is not created by using this hydroblasting technique. So this has a very big advantage of this hydroblasting. Operator works in an atmosphere which is completely free from dry silica dust, but this is happening in case of sandblasting. This method is applied particularly for large casting. It is very efficient and effective method. This powerful jet of water and water and sand is directed onto the casting. Directly you can use water to clean the surface of casting, or we can use water and sand particles to clean the surface of casting to wash out the cores and to remove all extraneous sand. Wash out core means the core is removed by hydroblasting technique so that you can remove it very easily. And the typical mixture consists of 85% of water and 15% of the sand. This is the typical mixture of that slurry. Here operator wears a waterproof suit and helmet. He holds gun at an angle of 45 degree close to the casting and removes the core and as well as molding sand. Molding sand which is sticking to the surface of casting is also removed by this technique. Again also we can break the cores which are made up of core sand. Just operator has to hold the gun at a 45 degree close to the surface of casting. As very high pressures jets are involved in this process, that's why this gun is remotely controlled from outside. Means during its normal limits we can hold that gun in our hand, but if pressure range is more, so we can remotely control that gun so that the operator will work in a safer environment. This is hydroblasting. This water is supplied to the gun at pressure at about 140 kg per centimeter square, and the stream velocity is up to 6500 meters per minute can be achieved by using this technique. Sand is sucked by high velocity water stream. The technique is the same. In this technique, a jet of water, a pipe of water which carries water under pressure, and that pipe is connected to the one funnel, and that funnel carries the sand particles, and at the junction of that funnel to the that compressed water pipe, suction is created, and due to suction that sand particles are introduced into jet of water. Here hydroblasting uses only sand and water after impinging on the casting pass through floor tanks for the reclamation and recirculation. This hydroblasting mixture is 85% water and 15% of the silica sand. That mixture you can recirculate or reclaim for its next cycle. Besides larger casting, this hydroblasting technique can clean the casting up to 60 grams of the weightage. Means small weight sand particles also you can clean by using this technique, but this has some limitation. Whatever thin layer of the sand or the oxide scale is present on the steel casting, it cannot be removed by this technique. That is one of the limitation of this hydroblasting. It This technique cleans the surface of casting rapidly and effectively. Even very hard cores you can easily break by using this technique, but it involves a higher cost. Capital cost involved in this technique is more. Now next point is chemical cleaning. Different types of chemical cleaning methods to clean the surface of casting, they are also adopted in the foundry industry. Basically we are using three techniques, chemical techniques to clean the surface of casting. First, use of caustic soda bath. Second, use of electrolytic method. And third, use of pickling method. Now first we will see use of molten caustic soda bath. Means washing powder is present in everybody's home. Likewise, here caustic soda is dissolved in water, that is called as a molten caustic soda. Bath is created. Bath means in one plastic bigger tub you have to make a mixture of caustic soda and water, and in that we have to dip the casting so that the surface of oxide layer will be broken down, and as and when surface of oxide layer will be broken down, it will automatically loosen the adhering sand also. This first method, use of molten caustic soda bath, in that case we are using the baths of molten caustic soda containing other additional reagents to react with and break the surface of oxide layer, and it will loosen the adhering sand also. This is the first method of chemical cleaning, that is use of caustic soda bath. Means we have to take one plastic tub. In that tub we have to pour the water. In that water we have to pour the caustic soda as well as other additional reagents to react with the surface of oxide scale to react with the surface, or as well as to remove the oxide layer. This is one method of chemical cleaning. Second is electrolytic method. In this method we have to use the electric current so that oxide layer which is present on the surface of casting is reduced to the nascent sodium. Oxide layer is present on the surface of casting is reduced to the nascent sodium. That is the second method of electrolytic. But what is happening, whatever electrolytic solution we are using, means sodium chloride solution or potassium chloride solution, this solution has adverse effect on the surface of casting, because in electrolytic solution salt is present, and that salt is affecting on the surface of casting. That is drawback of this method, electrolytic method. Here we are using electric current so that you can reduce the oxide layer to the nascent sodium on the surface of casting. As and when oxide layer is removed, adhering sand also you can easily remove. Next method is pickling. Here we have to use the dilute acid. The dilute acid may be 5% sulfuric acid, 95% water, or 5% nitric acid plus 95% water, or 5% hydrochloric acid plus 95% of water. That is the meaning of dilute acid. This pickling method uses a dilute acid for removing the sand from the surface of casting and inaccessible pockets of the casting. Up till now, whatever methods we have seen, that is vibrator system, sand blasting, hydroblasting, use of wire brush, use of file, use of pick, use of crowbar, all these methods are mostly suitable to the external surface of casting. But these chemical cleaning methods, they are also useful to the internal surface of casting. Now here we have to again take one tub of the plastic in which we have to prepare the dilute acid solution. In that solution we have to dip the casting for few minutes, and after taking out that casting from the dilute acid, just we have to rub it by using the wire brush. Just you have to clean it by using other mechanical methods, that is use of mostly we are using the wire brush. But the dilute acid which is present on the surface of casting, its effect must be made neutral after cleaning the surface of casting, because unnecessarily the brittleness of the material can be increased. Again, from inaccessible pockets of that casting we have to take surety that all the acid has came out because offensive frames are created on the surface of casting. That is drawback of this pickling method. Hydrochloric acid attacks on the sand on the surface of casting as or and sulfuric acid attacks on the casting metal, thus it loosens the sand sticking to the surface of casting. Poor sand as well as molding sand can be removed by this method, but we have to make the effect of acid neutral after this pickling method, otherwise this method is betterly suited. We will stop here. We will see remaining part in the next lecture.